Greetings, greetings, greetings. The racism and discrimination of the sovereign Americans slash West Indians slash American Indians slash Ameri Indian. Now, this video is a little bit impromptu. This is in an effort to express the fact that it is nothing new, nothing new. The racism and the discrimination, specifically against the West Indian people, and then we can even narrow it down to Jamaican, so-called. The people of the island of Jamaica, more so than anyone else, and that is a truth. Only because as a division, the efficient strategy of the foreign invading colonizers, where they chose to divide us and then totally dominate us. Expressing to the world that they have conquered us. And the proof is there. Again, the racism and discrimination of the sovereign Americans of the West Indies, or the Western Territory, or the Western Hemispheric regions of the earth. Go on to say this is nothing new. It is called racism, discrimination, colonization. That's what it's called. In 1955, Winston Churchill expresses support for the slogan, "Keep England White," with regards to immigration from the West Indies. So, then did I discriminate against us from that time? And this is after them use us. This is after them use our people. And Winston Churchill made one of the first declarative expression of this form of discrimination, and the world accepted it. So it continues to this day. Again, with regards to the immigration of the West Indies, this is after the West Indians aided in the World War against the Germans and all their allies. Then England welcomed the very same German people and their allies into England as vagabonds and rejected the West Indian professionals. Don't take my word for it. The so-called historic records will verify this very statement will present. Them well can remember now, these people are always at war with themselves over there. These different division of people. And then destroy their location. Then they come over here with the very same intention. This is why when them talk about American civil wars, no such thing. No, niggas never go up against these foreign white oppressors. because that would be civil war. You as a sovereign Americans, what I'm calling niggers, a fight against foreign invaders, these oppressors, that would be civil war. But the civil war was between citizens, and these foreigners came here as such, foreign citizens. And then them spread out themselves, where them start war amongst themselves, no different from what they had in their own land. All they did was get the original people involved because we was always the prize. Our people is always the goal of the earth, literally. You know, and so this is why them come on America and sodomize this location and then give the impression like when you use the term America, it represents some foreign white man. It represents some foreign Anglo-European, and that's propaganda because the Babylonians control the media. When these foreigners come here, they leave a paper trail. They tell you when they came, they tell you from whence they came, and they tell you what's their intention for coming. And when you look at their foundational document, the evidence speaks volumes. But for whatever reason, people get caught up in the distractions of today, totally submit themselves to a demonic rule, literally. The deception not just started yesterday, our people. They have been deceiving this earth for millennia. It's the very same battle, the very same war has been waging from before that time. What I'm called, good against evil, the light against the dark. You know what I mean? The accurate knowledge against the abject ignorance. Accurate knowledge against the abject ignorance. Not new. Nothing new. And for us as West Indians, even the very same mainlanders practice that racism and that discrimination only because it was taught by their foreign oppressors. It was taught by their foreign masters. It was taught by the institution of colonization, because the colonization is a racist institution which discriminate against the people, whether I choose to enslave, whether I choose to colonize. This is why we say the proof of the enslavement, of the colonization, is in the legal codes that is being enforced out there, guised as law. And because people choose not to apply themselves to know truth or to know law, them allow themselves to be governed, controlled, and ruled by statutory public policies where politicians make laws. Yeah, man-made laws. And them impose these man-made laws upon the people with total disregard for the people's fundamental rights, which are inherent total disregard for human dignity, total disregard for freedom of expression. All these things are inherent. When man chooses to restrict other man, this is what create problem. Usually, there is always foreign involvement in the degradation of our society as West Indians, as American Indians, yeah, man, as a sovereign people of this land. Always some foreign hidden hand, always. But our people ignore these things real quick. All them have to do is get some political money, or them kind of UN grant, and them sell out. So racism is a form of prejudice that generally includes negative emotional reactions to member of group, to members of a group like our group. Again, acceptance of negative stereotypes, like how them would have said, or they're suffering American nonsense. And racial discrimination against individuals, like how them are racially discriminate against any West Indian them say. If you're there in England, them will give you worse when you claim to be Jamaican. You're under a different kind of scrutiny. Yeah, man. And in some cases, it can lead to violence. Usually, them always assault you. Yeah, man. I lay them on you. And I say them arrest you for some kind of nonsense when I apply to law. And then when them grab you, them say you have to sign some agreement to get out. And that's when them get you. And when you don't sign, they want to hold you indefinitely. A time will come when these demonic people are going to get it. The ones that will work on behalf of these demonic people, they also shall get it. They must forget them judgment. God them know them are the wrong. But when it's profiting, the moral compass disappears. When it's profiting, then integrity disappears. As long as it is profiting to certain individuals, never to the collective whole. It's always one man or female small group. The minor sell out everybody else, like the Maroons and their group, become slave catchers, where them, the moment subject to the foreign colonizers' will, these people come amongst you like they are your friends, and then them sell you out to the foreign oppressors. This is how them are. This is why I say the true ones them, I gonna see them in a crowd. They are reticent. This is why we like the idea of this YouTube platform, this virtual world out there, where you don't have to present yourself physically everywhere. You just turn on your platform, everybody have a platform, and you just express yourself. You don't impose anything, you don't try to disrupt anything. You just present your truth. Your truth may resonate with others, as well as it may not. However, it's your truth. So we know we have faced racism, not just from the foreign colonizing oppressors, but from our own people. We as a people can go Africa and make no claim, absolutely no claim, in no capacity, no time at all. Every day you look out there, you see where people are get thrown out of these federal countries. That's what they are. They are federal corporations, and they seem like they're, say, fragmented. But really, I'm telling you that documentation says a plethora different group of them come together as one and operate as such. So when you go Africa and things say, hey, I'm in somebody's mother's land, you get a rude awakening if you're not. People like the Boers, the southern people are going to those locations and take it over. We can't do that. We tried that in the 1800 when them carry a whole bunch, over 80,000 American Indians and create them like a place, Liberia and other places. And the very same people, because they were controlled by the foreigners here, then them impose the very same colonizing technique on the very same African people. So when you look, you have dark-skinned people, a war with other dark-skinned people, but people are unaware that there's a hidden foreign hand always behind the scene and manipulate all of the conditions that is out there. Always. Then use the federal monetary system is used as a tool for enslavement. You know what I mean? Them use money as that carrot with them dangle in front of us as a people. Cause we don't know what constitute value and we don't know where to place our value. So back in ancient times, when the value was in ourselves as a people, as a group, collectively and individually, then after a time that changed, where the value become external things, trinkets. And this is where them used to deceive our people. So again, we say racism is a form of prejudice that generally includes negative emotional reaction to members of a group. Now, we say the discrimination refers to the differential treatment of different age, gender, racial, ethnic, religious, national, ability, identity, sexual orientation, socioeconomic, and other groups at the individual level and the institutional or structural level discrimination. Again, the differential treatment, like when them would have said Jaguar on the road and show them know him a sovereign American, him a free man, original man, West Indian on the land outside of them citizenry and them foreign federal colonial jurisdiction. Them are going to discriminate against him and say, oh, him a going like him free. We're not in that a slave business we are run, so let's capture him. So them are going to racially profile him and then them are going to discriminate against him and bring him through them legal process called court system. Now, because we apply ourselves, this is why we can speak this way. This is why we can share our experience. There was a time when we don't know nothing about this. We just got prison and them lock we up until their life and we get attorney and the attorney them work against we and that is it. The government or the state or the agency brag about them 98% conviction rate when all light of fallacy, all light of fraud. You understand? All light of deception and trickery. All of it in its totality. Yeah, man. So discrimination is usually the behavioral manifestation of prejudice and involve negative, hostile, and injurious treatment of members of a rejected group or rejected groups, plural. Now, it easy to qualify the basic reasoning when I present. Very easy. All you have to do is look around anywhere in the world and just tell them you're Jamaican without a smiley face and see what happens. What will happen is that very first thing behind your back, they're gonna make a report on you in any town, any village, any city where you're there. If you're in Germany, any one of them city there, that's what will happen. If you're there in Russia, that's what will happen. If you're on the mainland, anywhere. The moment you identify yourself as a Jamaican, you start get scrutinized. The moment you exercise any form of intelligence, now you're in trouble. And people ignore these things. The moment you exercise any form of intelligence, you're in trouble. One, if they cannot capture you, so they can harness all your natural, inherent, God-given talent to use it to benefit themselves, then they'll ostracize you, demonize you, and if they get a chance, they'll turn evil. Once you exercise intelligence, why? Because you're not going to enslave an intelligent man. Man have to be educated according to their standards. They know that. Because in a their standard, there is no real educated man. It's just conditioned people to operate in that machine, that mechanical system with them have out there. So they know them not have nobody where really operate, function, think outside the box. This is when them have problem. When you develop your own intelligence from a much higher source, from a place deep within. Them can't touch that. Because every time them speak, you have to correct them. Every single time, you have to report them. Every single time, you are going to ahead of them because you're cognizant that they are your public servant. Them can't exist without you. Yeah, the principality, whatever work for or on behalf of, is a parasitic entity. So anything and everything will proceed from it. All its rules and regulations will be just that, parasitic in its nature. This is why them so them can see it. And if them have reasonable suspicion or probable cause, then can engage you. There is no such thing. You better know for a fact that I'm a criminal when you engage me. And you better have me convicted as such and all these things. You understand? For anything outside of that, then you break your own rules where you have in place and you break the law that's set in stone. And conduct public slavery when you think you can talk to other people and demand any kind of requirement or compel them to do anything outside of a contract. This is when people have to Not just wait to act, but react. Yeah, react. You have to react violently. You have to meet them violence. You know, they can, you know, turn the other cheek. This is why we have this problem. First, these foreign colonizers come to our location and create what is known as missions. Yeah, where them are them missionary, where them come as religious, you know, institutions. I think them call it Inca media, something like that. And this was the Spanish, but this was the very first institution of slavery when them capture people and carry them into them church, state, missionary. And this is what changed a lot of people. Even now, in our present day, watch me now, I kid you not. As me I said, this is like the energy I said. Just go research Edna Manley School. Literally, my energy just said, even now today, I want to do a survey, a truthful survey. And you know, first, look at the teachers there, all of these purported. I don't want to give them a boss name, and I don't want to take nothing from them if they're not professors. If they're not this and that, with them this and that degree, let's give it to them. All me and say is this, look at them. The problem I'm going to find is that them are normal people, like normal people, where, you know, live normal life. These people are people who have a whole different view on life from society. This is where the gay agenda formulates itself, where it captures these young people's mind and induce them into all different kind of new experiences. And a lot of them not escape these things, but they won't talk about it. And this are the music area. A lot of these career people where you see out there, I see some of them where them are highlight now again, because them was in the highlight before when them just come, and because of them untidy living, and them come and promote the righteous live, where when you say righteous live, hey, are you a man once you're a woman, or you're a man, are you a woman? And if you're a woman, we have enough man, that's fine. If you're a man, we have enough woman, that's fine. And then you have the children, family structure. And that's the righteousness. Now, when you say the woman and the woman live together, not no righteousness. Vice versa, when the man and the nothing can righteousness. I know they have to say it's right or wrong, and you say the righteous ones that come before we they put it in writing, so that thing I create problem in the earth. Now with the history repeat itself for these people about us staying in them closet them come forward. And the media now gonna say, boy, them thing is against the law. The media gonna say, hey, what I'm calling, yeah, discriminate against these people. But when the Babylonian Sadametric system discriminate against you, when I twisted like these problematic people, you understand? The whole world stays silent, but then we advocate for dysfunctional people. This is why we know the earth is out of force. Everybody change up. The people where you could have looked up to When you hear them publicize them private life, then you get turned off. This is why we say we can't follow the imagery. You know what I mean? Or them other propose a man as a bad man and a worse man. And the man that probably are just out in the public, them are going to beat him bad probably because he not chose to sell him soul. You understand? While the next man who was selling soul openly, them are going to beat him bad because they're not going to like him. Why? Because he do selling soul, but he probably is uncontrollable. And then you have the simple ones that are not sell nothing at all. Them just exist and not try and maintain themselves up fully. You know, I don't really hear not much about those. Them one they will get ostracized. Them one they will get beat down. Them one them if them a musician, them music. Now the sell, it a gonna be heard, you know. But if them not gonna make the famous money, cause the music too positive. But just like most of it, we have a touch of the good and a touch of the bad. We will get stimulated with a little bit of church music and we sing like we are Jesus Christ. And we will get stimulated with some of the tough music and we will say, you mean pop, 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 how you mean the DJ? But that's a human nature. Nothing came wrong with that. We said, if you're good, you're not good, and you're going to do good things. If you're bad, you're not bad, and you're going to naturally do bad things. Babylon is not good. The government entity out there is not good. How you know? Look at the state of condition of society. Who a lead or a rule? I remember, if them did proper, the society would have followed suit. Believe me. But because of them being improper, we have a lawless society. And then the media paint a picture as if, hey, it's getting better. No, it's only because of political season now. Everything will get sweet. You ever can sleep with the door open again because of politician time. And when we say that, that are for some people and not for all. The other people are looking at the political constituencies, especially what I'm called ghetto. When we look at the news, something else are going on in these communities. It's like you have Jamaica, and then you have these little areas called these political ghettos, you know. And it's like it's separate and distinct from Jamaica, because they say the policy enforcers them going to those locations and arbitrarily do what they want. Whether you have a video it or not, you can really get nowhere. But the very judicial system has become a part of the problem. Only because of the leadership, only because of the rulership for them not use politics to decide judicial matters. They're not be with law. Where once you're politically aligned a certain way, then you're untouchable until they're not the more use for it. This is why I advise the ones that say, listen, just know some my advocacy are just freedom. It's not political. I can't engage in the politics. All I have to do is burn it because it brings divide. And we can say this from now to eternity. But you're going to have citizens who participate voluntarily in these political activities in our state. But we are saying, you political system have to respect the people that have absolutely no interest in participating in your nonsense. No interest to participate. I will see it as demonic. We see it where politicians can enrich themselves to the detriment of the common citizens when them take oath to represent. Politicians enrich themselves at your own expense, common people, what I call peasants. You don't know your value because you allow foreign colonizers to place value on things you buy and sell out your own brother for things, for trinkets. These are the truth of our people will never acknowledge or accept. Quite hurt because I tear them in two. We are being racially profiled and racially discriminated against. Anywhere with that, this is why I must step forward and say, claim your sovereignty. Don't let these foreign colonizers deceive you. But you can't be sovereign. You can, but you cannot be is a citizen. You can be a sovereign because you are. As a man, you're sovereign in your capacity. As a citizen, you're a slave to a foreign colonial system, which is demonic. You don't want it clearer than that. Simon just passed through as usual. And again, you see, that time, yeah, some pristine time, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Where, everybody sleep. I figure sleep. God, I'm gonna forget up a morning and go back to the sleep. But the very few non-sleep where exists, and that's the power of the Most High. Them can appreciate them time and timing. Yeah, man. Me I tell you the solitude right now, if me ever go out ever run is like something else. Yeah, man. I run 4:30 in the morning. Yeah, man. Nice to, by the time you're touching and the sun just barely start, break it down and things like it's a different energy out there. Yeah, man. Therapy, we call it. Yeah, you're not getting a substitute for these things. But again, people, just know that you're being targeted specifically. People will choose to exercise their intelligence. You shall be targeted. So you have to prepare yourself. And how you do that? You start to express yourself as free man, free woman. Yeah, man, and you're sovereign in your capacity, meaning if you go to Africa, you're going to be sovereign in that location, separate and distinct from all other when I choose that capacity. You function as a man, not as a legal fiction. Again, claim your sovereignty. It's not new, but Babylon never fight it. Babylon can't be sovereign, and Babylon have to naturally respect the sovereign. Babylon will always be that, yeah, DBA that doing business. That's all I'm do the business. Every time you see an agent, try and make you an offer. But it will trick you, yeah, if you don't have no knowledge. But the moment you have basic intelligence, it's only fear will incapacitate you. Yeah, man, only fear. Yes, sir. So again, complete gratitude out there. When you get the opportunity to share information, you can't keep it to yourself. Especially when you look out there and realize that what you present is actually unique. So I keep telling you, people not advocate for freedom, they not advocate for civil, which is citizens' right. That nonsense. This is how easily our people get deceived and get caught up in a, whether it's some form of religion, and then use that aspect and say, hey, we are together as a group, and when you look, it's over 100,000 of these people as a group, yet then enslaved by the very religion where they might profess. You understand? And the oppressive government or oppressive system that is in place treat them accordingly. No different from the Islam, what them call them, Louis Farrakhan and film group. You ever hear Louis Farrakhan and these 1 million black niggas, black men, do anything where bring tunes to us as a people? No, for them sell out. Them just have the group in mass, but the leaders will move the group so that this is how them work. They forget to the root, to the core of these organizations and let us see the truth expressed openly. Says all foreign owned, foreign control, all of these kind of organizations. Salute, limitless, honor, honor. Yeah, man. Foreign people thing. And then impose them foreign thing on us as a sovereign people and tell us we cannot be sovereign. We are citizens. I would say, fuck you, we are sovereign. We are not your citizens. But people out there that condition that way, it will take them a while to get the clarity, to choose to renounce from being a citizen. It will take them a while. And when them are going to renounce, all of them are going to run to some corporate de facto office and make those people trick them again and put them in some other classification. And them are going to tell themselves, say, hey, we're free. And these colonial system are going to sit quietly and laugh. We are so free where you colonizing Sodomite, you have no authority, you have no jurisdiction, you have no control. You're not supposed to talk to it outside. You can present a contract where the stipulation said we can talk. Without such a contract, slavery on our impose. Now people can choose to accept their slavery or reject their slavery. But a free will exercise, you cannot impose that on no one. I'm going to tell you, some of our ancestors are Sodomite. These are the Sodomite that settle we have. And then you have majority of our people are coward naturally. It's not bad. We are the noble people. We never worry. We never fight. We did have to learn these things. We never know nothing about hate on the level where we are hate people. No, we used to hate the behavior and the action and the activity of bad people. But we still never ever hate the people through them bad. Now, we not just hate bad people. We hate good people and love bad people. Now, it changed. When you see a good man I go through, it's like me as a man there in our community where our community changed like how you see the weather change. You understand? But you have some solid people always there, especially the home owner. But you have people who are tired of the place and sell out and move. But I can think of a couple of people like a brethren down the lane there where always a quiet brethren, always with them make a family, knowing man and lady before the baby born and the little lady born and the little lady, the little girl, she not pass me and I say hi and well man, well proper quiet people. And me I say all them money. And I know them dreams and aspirations for everybody want to elevate and do, but just to see that money, just stick with it. Yeah man, when that money used to work as probably security guard and bring some well militarized and when them get older and change up these things. I said that man they just be the same me. I said, John, no, I like that. Yeah man, I like a simple life the Rasta where you just go through and you and nobody not a problem. If you have little differences, you resolve it and you just keep just a simple life. You understand? And I notice is when you're not rich, you can probably attain that. Is when you just have to go out and go work every day. And the little money where you make, you know it now, carry it. But you wouldn't satisfy and know say, if it's a little one daughter, or one child instead of it. And a man just make the sacrifice. And brethren, when you see that man and his little daughter apart, yeah, man, you have to just laugh. Yeah, that's a beautiful sight. The mom, the mom kind of quiet. And then you have others where are the very same thing, some really simple, quiet people. And then people, yeah, you look upon them and you say, boy, John, you know them, we have them hard part of life. But and I not like where you see the people and where I purport themselves for rich. You know people who have money, how not rich. Oh, now there's so much trouble out there. I can't understand. You are the one who are rich and you are spoiled, corrupt, and mash up the people and what poor. Change out them. You have to choose where you are dealing with. You have to be clear where you are dealing with. You have to choose to express where you are dealing with. And you have to renounce it, all citizenship and stand up as sovereign, man and woman. And then think that this is how we are evolved. This is the new faculty of thinking. The paradigm shift manifests itself long time. So you can't sit still and say, oh, I'm an Indian or I'm an Indian or I'm an Indian and you're a citizen. And you look on the oppression of our people. Yet because you're Indian and get some benefit from the very colonizing United Nations, then you stay silent. The very Louis Farrakhan and Field Group have done that for decades. The very maroon organizations have done that for decades. You can look on all other so-called institutions, especially the Christian. You are Christian and you still enslaved. You are Christian, you go to church every day and as you go to road police beat you. And you're not even bad man, you're a proper Christian and police are gonna beat you. Police are gonna harass you. Watch me now, you're a proper Christian and the bad man don't even respect you. No one say you're not a bad man. No one you're proper, he's not gonna hold you to beat you. So there is no distinction between the police and the bad man. Politicians are the same thing. and which most politicians are pussy. Them not bad, them not tough, them not rough. Them hinge man usually is that. Yeah, but the politician, if them like you, yeah, you're gonna lead. If them do not like you, oh, you're gonna suffer. Them not deal with law, them not deal with justice, them not have no honor, them not deal with that. It's profit, prosperity, you know, it's business enterprise out there. Yeah, man. Greetings, family. I'd like to embark on the suffering journey. How do I start? Been watching your channel. Salute. I do my style in Portmore as well. I heard you mention Portmore in a few of your videos. Yeah, man. Portmore with them, man. Right, a greater Portmore, man. What you have to go do is link I. And when you link I, make sure you talk to I up front. And we'll just take it from there. We'll just take it from there. Just give me a link, limitless. What are the number? Yeah, 3475399. And watch me now. Me I give the number and me I give within now one 3 days for contact me. After 3 days, and you not contact me for chat with me for me hear what you deal with. And for the share my side of the thing, then don't bother contact me after that. I'm not like waste time. I'm not like now go play a game with people. So yeah, that's information share. We not impose nothing. We not have no cult. You understand? We just say, boy, if you stay this way, then we can move in that direction. But if you now fix yourself to stay this way, it don't make sense to make no effort for them. But see, people will contact me on these things and you know, I joking, so we just find myself I erase people out of my phone and remove them out of my contact. And when I discover certain things that go on, just know say I'm nothing where I have no ill intent. We just move on. You understand? And sometimes when you move on, you know, you can carry a bunch of things with you. Sometimes you have to just give away some things, discard some things, throw away some things, and move on away from some things. But as I said, that, yeah, man, one thing I learned a long time ago. So if you drop flesh right now, where you think the earth now go end, people might go through changes, but people are gonna move on. So another day I try, you know, think we can change absolutely nobody, but we do share information for people, try to change themselves. Yeah, bad man, just make a change, man. And say make me just start the good. And if you say, you know, them not like you when you say you're good, just say righteous. So when them get them, you know, you tell the one say you're righteous, I want to go figure out what you deal with. And watch me. It's a judgment on you too. When you start calling yourself righteous, you have to know that. Because a lot of the shenanigans, where you don't willingly partake in it, you're going to find yourself conflicting within yourself. And if you're not true to what you try to do, you shall go mad, you shall go insane. I said, look, a judgment out there. Where you say limitless. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Oh, a number. All right. Forgive me. Uh, Well, I used to have a number where I have the number for years and then all of a sudden Babylon just change up them thing. And I tell you, say if you not pay money, you can't keep your number. Virgin, I'm on just one disconnect from this system, in its totality. Yeah, man, when I just know some connect with few people. And watch me now. I just go back to the old days when I have a little, when I have a little phone in your house, a little rotary phone. And if I go in the bush, I know say I can't go down to the store. I want a little phone down in the store. But when I want to talk to people, every probably one day out of the week, I come down from off of the mountain and go to the store and pick up my meal and discuss it and then live there. Then, and then isolated live there in my life. That's I don't mind it. Yeah, you hear what I say? You live one away, but you have your moment when you choose to come off of your little isolation, whatever it is, and interact and interchange with people, and then you go back in your bush. You go back in your mind. You go back in your quiet place where you have peace. You have to find that. Sometimes it's not a physical place, it's just a place within your mind. But when you go there, so you have that peace, you're a quiet place. Anyway, the brave may fall, but never yield. And we say bold and brave, firm and strong. Philosophical reasoning. Yeah, man. We are being racially profiled. We are being discriminated against. Yeah, man. And it's only because we are neutral people. We're not choose to get involved in them this and that. Everybody political and we say we non-political, so them are discriminate against us. Everybody a Jamaican citizen and we say we are West Indian, we are our Indian, so them are discriminate against us. So my people them say them have African ancestry and African lineage. We say our predicament, our heritage are West Indian, that we say. On the mainland, they call themselves American Indian. We say we are West Indian because we know so where we there is America. You understand? So it's one and the same. But now they're not them. You understand? But we are have to declare what we are dealing with. We not go allow no body to express nothing for we when we can express ourselves. We are sovereign American. We don't care where next man want to call himself. Yeah, man, we are West Indian. We don't care where next man want to call himself. Yeah, we are American Indian. We still not care when nobody else want to call themselves. Yeah, man. So everything to do with what is an American and that we are doing. We are not Maroon. We are not Rasta. We are not Muslim. We are not Christian. We are not citizen. Uh, we are sovereign American. Simple. Just that title says it all. It means all of them are the Indian, the true original people first. That's what it means. All we don't have no control our governance, or authority, or jurisdiction over those sovereign Americans. This is why Babylon fight this designation. But if you do not claim your sovereignty, who you think are going to claim it for you? You think the colonizing oppressor are going to give it to you? No. Them are going to call you a citizen. And when you don't want that, them say, all right, you're a national citizen, but you're still a citizen. And them say, all right, you have this and that capacity as citizen. Them don't want to release you. You have to reject that citizenry. You have to reject that designation as an American Indian. And when you reject and can show a certificate of fact or a notarized document saying, I renounce it from these citizenry, that's when you become a sovereign American. You understand? If you live in Africa, you become a sovereign any one of the states them where you're in. Yeah, man. If you're there in Europe, are the same thing. You're there in England, where you are, say, man. Just let them know, say you're sovereign in this land, man. And you're a sovereign man or you're a sovereign woman, and them can't deport you from England. But you're not afraid to challenge them. Yo, salute Smiley. You have a brethren named Smiley. I meet Smiley in a Louisiana federal prison. This is when them let me out of the Louisiana private immigration facility when I get the warden arrested from the dunce people. I presume that everybody is like them dunce. I just write them up on pressure pussy and make them arrest him, embarrass him. And this was the warden. After that, the assistant warden. Now, bear of these people can deal with me. Now, come on, guard and deal with me. But we know them better set me up. Them start treat me too sweet. We know them better set me up. And then them transfer me to the federal prison. And that's how I'm going to meet Smiley. Now, Smiley is a man where in immigration in America for probably about 6 years or 7 years, where them couldn't move in through a fighting case. And then them just illegally throw Smiley out America. Yeah, man, send him around there. But them man, they are elder. I mean, I think he might have the fighting spirit or even the well. And I was said, man, not interested for go back in a fight. Because them man, they live a foreign for many years of property and family and all of these things. But as I said, them man, they are elder for life. So, in a long time, I talk to Smiley, and I don't know what's going on with him. You know, the dealt in the uptown area that he used to even exercise on the hill up there and everything. So, not to go give him a ring. Long time when I chop it up. But that man that fight the immigration from that time. And immigration couldn't beat him. So that man to deal with him outside the law. And that's what I do with a lot of people. You have some people where are fighting on the immigration. Because I tell us that me going to the immigration system, so me have to come first and not. You have some man that dash them where some places where them not come from. But I guess them now want to go back home. You understand? And when you say the immigration system had shake up itself, so I around there and experience all of that. Where when the Democrat come in, a beer sodomy go on. When the Republican come in, a beer deportation go on. And then the Democrat come in, them tear down the border, everybody run in. And they did it for 4 years. And when the Republican come in, them build up the fence and push out everybody. When you see them create this immigration thing, it creates a lot of resources for a lot of small town, a lot of these redneck rural town where they build a private prison and use it for house immigration people. It's one of them new farmer slave market area, literally. Yeah, man. And what them do, it's supposed to apply to the foreign people and like all of these foreign nonsense people that come out of Spain and Europe originally and I try to get to the mainland here. But then them use a broad brush after the Winston Churchill era, I remember, you know. Them used to ban Chinese from come over here. Them used to ban the Miramar Asian type of people, them ones that, you know what I mean? And I'm glad let him for them white vagabonds. You understand? Then now, them say, well, We're gonna need people, skilled people to build up these places. So this is when them like in West India. You know we like we it's like we just born carpenter. You put half dozen West Indian in a one location and them are gonna build up a town. And the moment you add some foreign influence in it, everybody turn bad man and gangster. Foreign people are come change it. Literally. People were used to live harmonious together, used to play football, marble. You know, that no more. Babylon change that. I don't think children can go outside. Well, you know, the ghetto then, enough changes. Me live in a Portmore. Number one, people have yard for playing. So people not have no yard. So the good people them stay in them house. The people them are kind of rough, them who got a park and play a little bit outside. On the street, you know, no yard for playing. Them not structure it and thing like that. You understand? Them are in prison mentally. You understand? Physically, emotionally, spiritually. Them are in prison. This is why you're enslaved. And like here where you twist and turn. You know what I mean? You're not going to escape until it become a mental escape first. That's why I said the freedom of me entertain and I talk about. You don't have to experience it mentally. You have to see myself free mentally. Yeah, man. And then me just manifest it. Just like how me I see it mentally, me I see it physically. You understand? So if me and you now have no agreement, me and you shouldn't have no problem. But if you are come impose some agreement on me, and I bring hardship to me, I bring hurt and harm to me, and me not have no agreement with it, then what is my recourse? If I just lay down and take it? No, we have to resist, and we have to rebel. Yeah, man, and we have to get serious. You understand? And if it's going to take violence, then we have to be more violent than the oppressors. When the oppressor kill one of it, we have to go know, so we have to go move the oppressor's entire family. We have to go move the oppressor's community. Where so that live? Uptown, what is that? They could blow it up. They could decimate up there, so. They could eradicate a location there and see if any changes are going to. So everybody now, that downtown, we don't have no more uptown. It not exists. And that's one town. No up, no down. Because all the way there in a town. And then change that. If we allow politicians to play that elitist role and get away with it, then who we ever blame? Can't blame nobody. This is why I say all of these things are free will exercise. Yeah, man, a free will choice. Anyway, give thanks for the time, give thanks for the moment, step by step out there. The brave may fall, but never yield. And we say bold and brave, firm and strong. Warrior out there. We have some warrior out there where one time when we touch base, it's like they can look and I see what them and go through and see the plans where the demonic entity are put together behind the scenes for some of these people. And one time you have to just know, so watch it. You can't be afraid of them. When them come, we just stand up. Yeah, man, and express yourself. Yeah, man, a sovereign man. You know, have no authority, no jurisdiction. Yeah, man. Sovereign man, woman. When you're in the Americas here, anywhere in America, that's no yeah what I'm called a sovereign American. Because you're the woman. Yeah, when you're there on like Europe, around England, off the American continent, then you are just a sovereign man. When you're there in America, you're a sovereign American. When you go visit Africa, anywhere you're going to Africa, you're a sovereign man. Anywhere you're going to Russia, you can say you're a sovereign Russian, You're a sovereign man. But once you're in this land, if you're there Canada, you're a sovereign American because Canada is a country, is a fiction. You understand? It's a corporation. So you can't stay in Canada. You have to stay in America. You have to be sovereign man in America. You understand? Tell them so you don't know nothing about the United States of America. You know that is a country, which is a corporation, which is a fiction. You know what that is. You don't have nothing to do with that. Yeah, man, you're just sovereign, meaning it's only the most high creator is above you. And you're there in America, meaning this western hemispheric half of the earth. So you have a eastern hemispheric half over there, so them can keep over there. We have to bring change in the earth. And I man is you. Claim your sovereignty. And when you do that, judgment. Them have no authority. However, you're not right and say, I am a sovereign. No. You renounce it. You renounce your citizenship in the form of the common law process, where you get a certificate of fact, and then you create an affidavit. Yeah, claiming your sovereignty. Yeah, man. And we start right there. And we have to bring the change. Only we can do it. And we can't follow the ones that know that we are operate within the colonization and think them to do something. We can't do it. God them is out here doing all kind of nonsense from that time till now. And I've yet to hear anyone where would have been a regular man like me to say them experience any true change outside of enslavement. You could have $1 trillion. If you're a slave, you're $1 trillion slave. What the nonsense is that? It's like our great runner Usain Bolt. At one point, the fastest man in the world. Now we have a youth named Gout. We're not play out there. But our Usain Bolt is a man where the great things are naturally. It's heartbreaking when you see them man they have to come here. And as rich as them is like he's a regular man. When you do all the great things out there in the world, you buy a house uptown and the people in the community uptown now want you there. And them pussy they can't run fast like you. You get me? Them just have some drugs money where them wash and clean. But them now make you know that but them are gonna support themselves like them better than you will run. It's like me. Boom, me hit the lotto, me not play lotto, but boom, alright. I'm gonna hit the lotto and win $100 billion. I'm gonna say, I want to move out of Portmore, yeah, so. I go up in one of them fancy places where all of these fancy politicians and billionaires and foreign white people live. And when me go to them, I go run me out and say them I want me there. Why? Because me and an elite. You understand me now old money or for them type of bad people money. A lot of me doing or some music me do or yeah, athlete. In other words, them are gonna discriminate against you, whether you're rich or you're poor. That can't help it, the people and what the discrimination. Remember, we are living in a racist system where them impose racist legal codes upon the people that are going and we expect to achieve something out of nothing at all. when we are being oppressed, when we are being discriminated against. And we're not supposed to talk about it. I mean, when they cannot fight, when they're called the criminal, when we're called the terrorists, if we ever choose to preserve our existence. Nonsense. Step by step, though, people. Step by step. Claim your sovereignty. Don't let them trick you. The ones that when I want it, comfortable. You understand? Yeah. Step by step, people. Complete gratitude out there.